Okay, hello all.
Hello.
Welcome to the session, and I would like to start with a story. Everybody likes stories, right? So, from childhood onwards, we have this habit listening to stories when you want to sleep, you have to listen to a story. So, storytelling has been a part of our lives from our childhood days. So, this is a fact. Okay, let me start with a story. So, once upon a time, in a distant village, a forest village in India, there was an hermitage. That means ashram. We know Gurukulas, right? The oldest tradition, educational tradition in India. So there were two monks who were studying in that ashram. Uh, One day, both went to forest to pick some dried sticks for the home for the fire rituals. They were passing through forest, and they were discussing about the philosophies they have learned in the school. The first monk saw a tribal girl stuck on a tree. She climbed up the tree. She could not get down. The first monk went there and requested her to take support and get down, get off the tree. Now, the second monk kept on watching. Okay, what is he doing? So we were refrained to touch women, and he is going and giving support to that girl to get down from the tree. So everything happened. She got down, she paid her gratitude, and she went away. These two guys, monks, they went into forest, picked up some dried sticks, twigs and all, and came back to ashram. The second guy, still that thought is eating him up from inside. And he asked the first monk, my dear friend, we were taught to refrain any kind of interaction with women, but you went there, asked the lady to touch you, take support, and get down. The first monk said, I think you did not understand the philosophy of any philosophy, in fact, any philosophy that we have discussed in the school. I handled the weight of the woman and let her go. I got rid of my weight there. But all along, towards the ashram, whatever the way we have roamed around and walked back, you have been bearing the weight of the thought of me touching the woman. So this kind of weight will pin you down. So this is the kind of thought process we have to adopt. It's not the physical weight, it's the weight of the thoughts. So that is what we have to deal with, right? So there are some places in this world which will help us to get rid of that kind of weight. So I would like to tell about my village, where I have spent major part of my childhood. That village, even today, is surrounded by lush greenery. And the most distinctive part of that village is a mountain on the east side of that village. So every village gets touched by sunlight as per the timings. There will be some sunrise timings in the calendar, right? Astronomical calculations. So by 6:30 or sometimes 5:45, the sun rises and the first rays touch the village. But this village in particular gets lightened up only after 7:30 because there is a big mountain on the east side of the village. So to experience the warmth of morning sunlight, people have to wait up until 7:30. So that's the beauty. Be it summer or winter, the village feels very cool. The air is totally fresh, and many of my memories associated with that village stay fresh even today. Almost every day I go to bed, I think of those nights where I lie down on the a wooden cot made by twine threads, woven twine threads. No, that was the tradition there. So wooden cots. We used to sleep outside with my father. So when I lie down, I used to look at the sky. Total sky lightened up with stars. Not one, some thousands and crores of stars, and I could visualize the Milky Way before I saw that in television or YouTube videos or some pictures. So that thought, even today, refreshes me to the core. And we used to do many naughty things in that village. I used to go with the kids, and we used to go to nearby mango orchards and tamarind orchards. So tamarind trees, the branches of the tamarind trees will be like an umbrella. Okay, the bark will be like, we kids have to join hands. At least if we join 5 persons' hands, so that will cover the bark of the tree, the circumference of the bark of the tree. So that big trees, that age-old trees. So we used to experience that ancient smell and the flavor of the village. And we used to climb rivers, in rivers. So we did not used to climb through the bark. So whatever the twigs that touch the ground, we used to climb from them and come down from the bark. And we used to play many games. There was a river there, a small river named Somavati. And we used to go there at midnight. So we used to play there in moonlight. So the water flowed like a melted mirror. If the mirror melts and flows quietly, so that was how the river used to flow. And that memory refreshes me even today. Even now I'm getting refreshed. I feel like I'm now playing on the banks of that small river there. And I'm touching the sand, getting myself dirty and going home and getting scolded by my mom and dad. So, I do not think we need special places to make memories. Very basic places we spent our childhood, those places are enough to make ourselves fresh again. So to go back to the roots and feel that refreshment. So these are my experiences which I consider the most valuable in my life. There is no other memory that beats this experience. So what I tell is, small packets contain big surprises. To say it the other way, big surprises always come in small packets. So this is what I wanted to share. Thank you.